Sometimes the most powerful moments are not the loud ones. They are not captured in grand speeches or historic ceremonies. They happen quietly between two children, in a single glance, a gentle gesture, or a shared silence. In the world of royalty, where every step is watched and every smile is analyzed, it's easy to forget one simple truth. Behind the titles, behind the tradition, there are children growing up together, learning, feeling, and loving just like any other siblings. Today's story is not about crowns or protocols. It's about Prince George and Princess Charlotte, a brother and sister bound not just by royal blood, but by something far deeper, a quiet, emotional sibling bond that touched the hearts of millions. There was no announcement, no official statement, just a moment, small, gentle, and deeply human. A moment where Prince George instinctively stood a little closer. A moment where Princess Charlotte reached out not for attention, but for reassurance. A moment that reminded the world that even future kings and princesses need comfort, connection, and family. This is a story of that moment and what it reveals about growing up royal, growing up together, and growing up human. Prince George Alexander Louis was born into history. From the very first moment he was seen in public, the world knew this child would one day be king. Princess Charlotte Elizabeth Diana followed, bringing with her a spark that royal watchers quickly noticed: confidence, warmth, and the presence far beyond her years. From the outside, their lives may seem enchanted: palaces, ceremonies, perfectly pressed outfits. But inside those walls, childhood still happens. There are early mornings, there are lessons and expectations, there are moments of excitement and moments of overwhelm. Unlike most siblings, George and Charlotte learned early that their lives would never be entirely private. Cameras would follow, strangers would watch, and mistakes, no matter how small, would be remembered. In that environment, siblings become anchors. George, as the eldest, carries a weight few children could imagine. Charlotte, close in age and spirit, understands that weight in a way few others can. And over the years, royal watchers have noticed something subtle but powerful. Charlotte often looks to George. George often watches over Charlotte, not because he has to, but because he wants to. It happened during a public appearance, one of many events the royal children attend with calm composure. To most people, it looked ordinary, but to those who noticed the details, it was unforgettable. There was a brief moment of uncertainty, a pause, a shift in energy. Princess Charlotte seemed unsettled, not distressed, but unsure, and without prompting, Prince George moved closer. No cameras directed him. No one instructed him. He simply stepped in. A slight turn of the body. A quiet word. A reassuring presence. Charlotte responded instantly. Her posture softened. Her expression steadied. It lasted only seconds, but those seconds spoke volumes. It wasn't about royal training. It wasn't about etiquette. It was about instinctive sibling care. And that's why it touched people so deeply. Why did this moment matter so much? Because in a world often dominated by headlines, drama, and division, this was something pure. People saw themselves in it. They saw older brothers protecting younger sisters. They saw shared childhoods. They saw family. In Prince George's small movement, people recognized responsibility mixed with love. In Princess Charlotte's response, they saw trust. This wasn't staged. It couldn't be rehearsed. It was real. And authenticity, especially in public life, is rare and deeply moving. Prince William and Princess Catherine have often emphasized raising their children with emotional intelligence. They speak openly, within reason, about mental health, communication, and kindness. This sibling moment reflects that approach. Children learn how to care by being cared for. And George and Charlotte's bond suggests a home where emotions are acknowledged, not hidden. History shows us many royal siblings divided by power, but it also shows us moments where unity changed everything. If George and Charlotte maintained this bond, it could shape the tone of the monarchy itself. More human, more relatable, more grounded. This story isn't just about princesses and princesses. It's about siblings everywhere, about standing beside someone you love, even when words aren't enough, about showing up quietly, about being present. In the end, the most unforgettable royal moments are not written in history books. They are felt. A brother stepping closer, a sister finding calm, a moment shared, then gone. Prince George and Princess Charlotte reminded the world of something simple and timeless. Love doesn't need permission, care doesn't need ceremony, and family, no matter how royal, is still family. And sometimes the smallest moments leave the deepest marks. Blue